So I guess I was at a bit of a career crossroads. I'd been in the same kind of role and industry for about 10 years. And so I was looking for an opportunity to broaden my skill set without having to change roles. And so I thought an MBA was the best way to do that. It would give me exposure to different people in different industries and also give me learnings outside of my area of expertise, which until that point had purely been in HR. I like to think of myself as a pretty decisive person, so probably I would say a couple of months, but really the biggest hurdle was deciding to commit to the MBA in the first place because I knew it would be a decent amount of work. But once I decided to do it, I pulled together a short list and looked at the different models that were available and ended up going with Ducere. So I guess I was looking for a couple of things. Firstly, flexibility was really important for me. I just had a new baby. I had an international move that was kind of on the horizon at some point. And I really wanted a delivery model that would allow me to flex and continue those learnings if I was to move overseas. That ended up happening, so it worked out really well. But I think that the overall model that was flexible in terms of where and when you study was really important to me. The second thing was the project-based nature of the work. I wasn't really looking for a highly theoretical course. I'd done a business undergrad degree, so I felt like I'd had a lot of that theory already, and I was really looking for an opportunity to put it into practice. I think my style for managing that was really to treat it as if it was a separate job that I had that required the same scheduling, the same kind of calendar management, the same structure as I would put in my day job. And so I found myself on weekends, I would book a solid kind of 4 or 5 hours, sometimes in the office or sometimes at a local cafe or somewhere to really focus rather than trying to fit it in, an hour here and out there. I felt like that time block was really key. I think the other thing was being realistic about the amount of time that's required. I think sometimes we get over ambitious about what we think we can achieve in a certain amount of time. And so I found that if I overscheduled and then I ended up having free time available, it was a nice surprise rather than this burden that was hanging over me. Yeah, I think the MBA badge has different levels of importance depending on the industry and the location. I was working in fairly kind of new industries in tech and in advertising, and I felt like the recognition of an MBA was not necessarily a must-have in those industries. But then when I came to the US, there was much more of a culture of having some sort of a postgraduate qualification. And so in conversations I've had since being here about potential career moves or promotions at work, the MBA has consistently come up, and it just gives you that edge over some other candidates. And I think beyond the label itself, the work that we were able to do on some of the projects and that storytelling that goes along with the MBA has been really key to my success here. Yeah, I think the advice I'd give to anyone looking at doing an MBA is really be realistic with yourself around why you're doing it. In my situation, I was definitely doing it for the learning experience, and so that having that kind of anchored as a true north kept me motivated throughout the entire program. I think it also helped me to stay focused on what I was trying to achieve, and it also helped me to select the right program in the first place because I could focus on one that would give me the best learning outcomes rather than one that would deliver something else that other people might be looking for.